with the Restore It Ralph channel. Today we're going to take my 59 Plymouth Sport Fury and catch up with the Hot Rod Magazine Power Tour. Ready to go? Yep. I've been on the road for about a half an hour, cruising down the interstate at about 70 miles an hour. Fuel temp is holding strong, oil pressure is holding strong. Having a blast. Almost to my cousin's house. This car is running absolutely great. 175 degrees, 70 pounds of oil pressure. We're going to be rolling in there on fumes though. This thing is not economical, but it's totally worth it. It's all about miles per gallon.
We met at my cousin's house in Northwest Ohio. We were heading to Fort Wayne, Indiana the next morning. I'm going to take my car, his Superbird Tribute, and his son's 1956 Plymouth Belvedere.
My cousin John has built a kick-ass Superbird Tribute. This car started out as a satellite, and he has done lots of cool work to it. Cornet fenders, aftermarket nose cone, custom-built hood. It's got a real 69.5 or early 70 446 pack motor in it. So this thing is super cool. He actually did the factory style window plug with a real glass window in it. So this thing is as legit as a Superbird Tribute gets. Pistol grip, 4-speed, what's not to love? This is one of the vehicles that'll be in our caravan on Power Tour tomorrow. The cars made it to the first leg that we are on, the third leg of Power Tour in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Cars ran great, and time to go get registered and watch them roll in.
Man, so using leftovers, so the motor.
We got to the venue pretty early. There was lots of cool stuff to look at, but as the day went on, more and more cars showed up. By the end of the day, pretty much the whole venue was full. It was really fun seeing these three cars parked together all week. The progression of styling was wild.
right, one of the cars on the power tour is a 1956 Plymouth Belvedere, 4-door sedan, 277 poly, 2-speed Powerflite, all original engine and trans. It's got an upgraded rear axle to a newer 8 3/4. But this thing basically got pulled out of a field by my cousin and his son, and they have revived it. So this thing is a power tour monster, even though it is all original. So pretty sweet. A little bit of a hiccup, traffic jam. They're paving a road, so we got a cool lineup of cars. Made it to Monroe, Michigan, the 4th stop on the power tour. This is our 2nd stop. Cars ran great once again, even after being stuck in traffic. None of us were hot at all for the most part. So good day so far.
After the Monroe stop, we headed back to Owen's house in Toledo and parked the cars in for the night. This trip was killer because we were never too far from anybody's house as a base camp. Halfway between Toledo and Norwalk, we met up with my parents in their 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner Tribute. This car is a 413 4-speed 323 car that I painted about 15 years ago, something like that. So this thing is pretty kick-ass. It used to have a 440 in it, and that kind of had some issues, so we pulled it out. This car has some cooling system issues that we haven't quite sorted out yet. That proved to be a problem this week as well. This car cools just fine in open air, but as soon as it gets into traffic of any kind, it spikes very quickly. It's a combination of probably tuning, timing, missing the original shroud and fan, bunch of perfect storm of problems in traffic. Traffic was really bad right by the track, and it came to the point where we had to shut off his Roadrunner, and my son got out and just kind of shoved us through traffic. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of that on film because it was pretty hectic, but my son Gabe, he was the hero of the weekend.
First droplets of rain on the windshield for the trip. I'm gonna try and not turn on the wipers quite yet, just because I don't really want to smear all the bugs on the windshield. So we're not far from the track. I think we might be able to make it, but we'll see. Made it to the final stop on the power tour. Got a little hot. My dad's car was overheating, but it got really hot. So we ended up pulling over and letting it cool down and getting her iced down, and we're ready to go. So last day of power tour, we made it.
So that was
We decided to head out before the heavy rains came and give the cars a easy run back to my parents' house and hang out for a bit.
Officially, 3 legs power tour completed. 56 Plymouth ran awesome, no issues. 59 Plymouth ran awesome, no issues. 70 Superbird ran awesome, no issues. Green car, we got it home. All right, so we couldn't resist the photo op. We've got my parents' 1953 Plymouth Belvedere 2-door hardtop. Got Owen's 1956 Belvedere 4-door sedan, and my 1959 Plymouth Sport Fury 2-door hardtop. We had to look at 53 to 59 and the huge changes that the styling underwent in just such a short time. Baby chrome trim fin, actual sheet metal fin, ridiculous goofball fin. So cool. The roof lines on these cars drastically got lowered by the 59. This 53, big old bubble. 56, chopped windshield. 59, star of the forward look. Kind of a gray day for the final leg of the day. We're leaving my parents' house and going back to our house. So it's about a 2-hour and 15-minute ride. Hopefully we miss the rain. Car is running great as it has all week on the power tour, so pretty happy. It is a good thing that we are almost home and we didn't really hit a whole lot of rain on the way here or the whole week. This thing could probably use a working defroster, which it does not have at all. So updates needed for the next long trip. Just pulled in the house. We are done with the power tour trip. Car ran great. No breakages or anything really to speak of. The wipers, for some reason, must have loosened up. They are a weak spot. And that's about it. This thing leaks water, but other than that, this thing was a rock star all week. Super pumped.
I was really impressed with how well the cars ran all week. The green car had issues that we knew of, and we took it anyways, so that was not surprising. But the rest of the cars were rock solid, and it just made a fun week. Power Tour is a super cool event. I'd highly recommend it. I probably won't be going on it in the near future just because the route gets further and further away from me. It was basically in our backyard this year, so we couldn't not do it. That's going to do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to share the channel, like, comment, and subscribe.